I wonder if it could be like the cast of 90210, meaning, because I was really into that then, and now.
Been through the pages of my old journals, with every turn another memory.
Hello. Happy New Year. Welcome to Journaling Through the Years, episode 86. The first episode of the new year, 2024. I hope that your celebrations, if you did celebrate, or if you just stayed home and relaxed, were safe and bright and happy, and that you closed out 2023 in a way that was meaningful to you. I stayed pretty much, it was quiet, just me and my partner and our two cats. We played a game and, watched some TV, ate some dinner. Went in my town, there is this special event at the Methodist Church where there's a labyrinth where you can walk and sort of think about where you've been, where you've come from and where you're going, and kind of set some intentions and release some stuff, clean the house. That felt really meaningful to me, to clean the house. As far as resolutions, I'm not really a resolution starter in the new year, or the year passing or whatever it is. I always have the same ongoing intentions. I do a vision board every month, and I don't often finish those intentions each month, and so they always carry over, and then I can look back, and then I keep them, each collage, each vision board, and I can look back and say, oh, I finished that. Like a couple years ago, on it was to get her breast reduction, and I got that done. On it was to fix my Chevrolet Sonic, and I fixed it. So now I have my special intentions that are up here, and these are on somewhat on the vision board, but these are more specific. So Elizabeth, I say I'm Leah Liz, but legally Elizabeth isn't part of my name. So Elizabeth means that I'm going to update my name at some time and add Elizabeth and do some other stuff with that. To wedding. I'm not getting married. I have a wedding dress from a marriage that was abusive, and I would like to sell it and make a little money off of it and have it'd be very healing for me to release that. My Kia is sitting out there, and my kind of long-term intention is to fix it up and sell it. Romana. I want a personalized license plate with the name Romana because when I got into Doctor Who, she was a time lady in the 70s, and I really liked her, and she inspired my own Doctor Who fan fiction, and so I've always dreamed since 2012 of having a personalized license plate with Romana on it. So that's one of my long-term intentions. And then Peter is a doll that I lost. It was one of my favorite of my doll family, my favorite doll family from childhood, and I want to find another version of him and get him back, so I want to find it. And then if you're new to this channel, of course, you can subscribe. Let's see. Subscribe, like, comment, share, if you so do. So yeah, I think that resolutions, because a lot of times we make resolutions and then we won't do them or we'll fail. And I think that if you just look back from what you have accomplished and then move forward and maybe add some new intentions. But for me, what I've added is that I'm trying to do yoga every morning. And then a little bit of like a 3-minute little meditation on my Serenity app. And then I've got a workbook that I'm working on about 10 days till self-esteem. And I think things like that, like I may lose the momentum to do yoga or not have time or whatever. I think they're good to set and good habits. It's good habits to start early and make it a habit of getting up early, or getting down on a mat and doing these things that are good for your body, eating healthier, whatever, and make those habits. But also forgive myself, if I don't get to them, not to beat myself up or beat yourself up like I didn't get them, oh my god, I failed. No. So that's why resolutions aren't always the best, because people think, they're so fashionable to do. And intentions and just, daily monthly, yearly, and work on them a little bit until they're accomplished and you can cross them off. Doesn't matter change of the year or not. It's just intentions, things you want to achieve and that make your life meaningful and make you want to continue forth in this world. I'm drinking matcha. For Christmas, a friend gave me this yummy tea, like loose leaf tea, and then she gave me the little like metal thing that you can set, and I didn't have that. I wanted a little caffeine, so I'm having a little matcha with some almond milk. I recently found out that I have IBS, so I've had to shift my diet, and no dairy and all that stuff. That's been going on since September. So yeah, I'm not drinking half and half anymore. All the links below for the merch. You can check out the merch here. I'll put them all here so you can remember what it is. They're all below, as well as the links to the Trevor Project and NAMI.org, or NAMI Southern Oregon. The Recovery Equals Sexy and Jesus Loves Queer are fundraisers for those two organizations. The Patreon is down below and the website. So let's get started. We are still in this one. And I guess that if we've read it before, we just don't remember. It's fine. We'll keep going. I got a nice little... Maybe I'll read these next time. We'll go through here. These are... they were in the pocket, so I'll go through and see what they are next time. But for now, we will read... This was junior year, so I'd gone to camp. I'd had the sophomore year with the blowout with the... my so-called best friend and Prince's Bright boyfriend, and the bad A who ran away. And then I went to camp and I had this wonderful experience with people that actually are good friends and they cared for me. And then I went back to school and had to sort of start again with new friends at school. Even though I went to small high school, I still had to, there were still cliques, and I had to sort of figure out who I was going to have lunch with. But I was writing a lot about camp, and these are the people and that I was missing. And I think it helped, it definitely helped me. So the first one is really short. The four of them, the ones who have made history come alive. So if I'm talking about my camp friends, they made history come alive. I mean, I really think these are my camp friends. Like, as a memory going back in my mind, I feel like it is the four of them. But who are the four of them? So I don't know who these people are. You watch them. You envy them. You wish you could crawl inside them, know what lies behind those eyes. So restless, so loving. Who are these four of them? I wonder if it could be like the cast of 90210. Meaning, because I was really into that then. And now. But that's when it began. But I wonder if I could be talking about Shannon Doherty, Jenny Garth, Luke Perry, Jason Priestley, because those were like the four horsemen of the apocalypse, the four horsemen of Beverly Hills 90210. Like, when you think of the main cast, and you think of those four, and you think of Tori Spelling and Brian Austin Green and Ian Ziering and Gabrielle Torres. But if you do a search, the picture of those four, Jason, Brenda, Luke, and Jenny, is like that. So I wonder, it might be the four of them, the ones who have made history come alive. For a person, a junior in high school, myself back then, I might have been, they did, I mean, that show was groundbreaking, and for my generation, it was like the Beatles. You know, that Jason Priestley and Luke Perry couldn't walk down the street without being mobbed for a season. I was actually watching, I don't know, like a month ago, Jason Priestley posted himself at a mall taking a video or a picture of a poster that was on the wall of a TV show or a movie that he's in, and his name was there, and he was taking a picture of it, which is really funny because he's just like Jason Priestley from way back. But what was funny is I think his wife was like filming it, getting a video of it, and he was taking a picture, and she filmed him. And there were these people just casually walking by, ignoring him. And I'm like, 30 years ago, he couldn't stand there and just take a picture because he was like mobbed. And likewise, somebody posted a picture of Paul McCartney sitting in a train, just like sitting there, reading a book, just like kind of bored. And somebody took a picture, and he's like, he used to not be able to do this. Or it could be the Beatles, the four of them who've made history come alive. Like, speaking of, I don't want to say Beverly Hills 90210 is like the Beatles, but it's like the Beatles in that it was like that huge for a time. The Beatles are still, I think, huger, I mean, whatever, bigger than Jesus. But, you watch them, you envy them. I think it could be some kind of celebrity. And it could be the Beatles. I mean, I think we could all attribute to this. But I think that, for me personally, I think it was the cast of 90210. I always wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to be famous. Don't we all? Maybe not all of us. You watch them, you envy them, you wish you could crawl inside them. Not really. Don't, like, send me a cease and desist. Priestley, you know, the managers of Jason Priestley, Shannon Doherty, Jenna and Garth, and Perry, his family, I guess. Because I don't really want to crawl inside them, but I think I just really wanted to know what their life was like. So restless, so loving. That's just... But it does give me pause to think that we can never really truly know what goes on in somebody's mind. We can never really know all that is to know about them because we can't go inside their head. Maybe that's why Being John Malkovich, that movie, was so interesting to us, because it's like we had an avenue to crawl into somebody's head and look through their eyes. And then the backlash with him realizing, like, hey, he like crawled through his own head and like, get out of my head, because he was also conscious while somebody else was kind of organizing or orchestrating what he was doing. But and so I think crawling inside of them is not necessarily like something scary or gross, crawl inside of them, but it's more like trying to understand how they are on a deeper level than what I normally could do, or what we normally can do, just trying to have that level of intimacy. And you have to remember also that I wasn't able to be, because of what had recently happened to me with Bad A, who ran away, my so-called best friend, Princess Bride boyfriend, all of that mess. From that, it led to a lack of trust and a fear of getting close to someone, because I would be betrayed again, and also not being able to believe that I was worthy of love, or that love was safe. And so I wish I could crawl inside their minds and see what's going on and be close to them, but I don't really want to do the work to get that close. So with that, I'm going to say, as always, you matter, your life matters, you are loved, and you are worthy of love. And always remember to love your thrive and find your sunshine.